Hello there, this is Beth with another Froud's Fairy Oracle card, and we're working with the Master Maker. This is one of... Come here, kitty. Hello, hello. Something about the energy of this card has always just... spoke to me. It's just, there's a power there. I don't know... to it that it's just always just been like, yes. I've been like, yes. I really have always just loved this card. Something about the energy of it always has just said, yes, step into this. And this is a card of being a master crafts person. In Tarot, it would, in a way, I think, correlate mainly with the Magician. And that's part of it, the Magician, that skillful person, the Magus, the artful life, work well done. Whereas in like the Journeyman, we're off to hone our skills and make them the best we can. In the Master Maker, we've done that. We've done the hard work. We have honed our skills, and now it's time to use them and see how you have mastered them and how you can improve on them for yourself by making them own. If you're an artist, this would kind of like correlate to that whole how do I get my own style kind of thing. You practice your art, you work, you paint, you draw, you do this, you do that, you play, experiment, you take classes and you experiment with other people's styles and you try things on, and then through all that play and experimentation, you start to come out of it, and you take all these bits and pieces that you have gathered through your art journey, as it were, and start to make them yours. And so you want to do that in whatever you're trying to master, whatever you're trying to become very skilled at. Take all the accumulation, whether it's running a business, progressing in your job, just creating a better life. Take your skills that you have honed and use them. And that's what the Master Maker is really, really trying to get through. No job's too small. No job is too small to do it well, to do it the best you can, and try to do it maybe a little bit better. And this card is not about perfection. It's not about, the Master Maker is not saying make it perfect. It's not about this concept of it has to be perfect or it can't go out. The Master Maker is about the concept of doing your best and pushing beyond your boundaries a little bit more, pushing that edge of what you think you can do and see if you can do just a tiny bit better. But it's not about perfection. It's not about creating this perfect thing. If anything, perfectionism to the extreme point would fall into a contradicted Master Maker. It would be not doing your best. It would be sabotaging your best, really, because it's never going to be perfect. So why not just embrace the imperfect best you can do and put whatever it is out there? Whether it's going for a higher position or changing jobs, creating your own business, whatever it is you're doing. Create the future and forge your souls, because there's no job too small to do beautifully with this card. To paraphrase the book, planning, learning, refining patterns. And that's one thing all my clients know I harp on refining. It's make a choice, and that choice refines. And that's kind of what the Master Maker is about. You make the best choice you can with the skills you have to create the best thing you can create, and then you choose to use it. You choose to release it into the world. You don't cut corners because it'll get done faster. You create something wonderful so you can throw it out there. Even if that out there is within yourself. Because some of the work that we can do with the Master Maker is not external. It can also be very internal. I Let's take perfectionism or the inner critic. We'll see who. Yeah, well, perfection and the inner critic, I feel like they go hand in hand. The inner critic and the perfectionist go, oh my God, I didn't do this right. It's not good enough. You suck. You should just bury that and never show it to the world. That's what the perfectionist inner critic is saying. Basically, the message is you suck. You're never good enough, and it's not going to be good enough. Ever. So you might as well just go eat worms. That's what your inner critic, inner perfectionist is telling you. You suck. Eat worms. This is the gist of it. The master maker is telling you, you have created a beautiful thing, and you have put your hard work into it. You should be proud of it. You should know that you did the best you could, maybe even pushed beyond what you thought was your best. And that is a beautiful thing. And denying it is, part of the contradiction of this card, I think. Along with, crappy work, cutting corners. When I was writing my notes for this, I put not good enough, trapped in not good enough. And Froud doesn't really address that in the book, but I feel for me, in knowing how many people get caught up in perfectionism and inner critic stuff, I feel very much so that is a contradicted part of the master maker, of being so caught up in the idea of perfect that can happen. And then your inner critic coming in and telling you how much you aren't perfect and you should just never do anything again. So instead of looking at that, think flip that script really and look at how wonderful it is. What did you do? How did you create this? And think of all that skill, all that wonderful mastery. Empowerment mastery, not dominating mastery, empowered mastery. How did that all go in there to create this really beautiful thing that you created? Just do it. See it. Know you can do it, and that no, it's not going to be perfect, and you should just embrace the wonder of the imperfect, knowing that you did your best job and you pushed beyond what you thought you could do. And really, it's that doing your best, being a good craftsperson when it comes to creating whatever it is you're creating, and knowing it. Not getting caught up with the inner critic BS that can happen. Tell that inner critic to go take a nap and just be like, yeah, I'm awesome. I'm embodying the master maker. Because do these two people look like they're listening to that jerk of an inner critic? They do not. Look at that power and knowing in her face. And I always like how he's just got kind of like this knowing smile. And it's like, yep, we got this. Do you? Do you got it? I think you do. Alrighty. The sun is up. I've lost my light. I think it's funny to kind of play with it. But you probably don't. So I'm not going to bore you with playing with the light. So the master maker, do your best. Push beyond what you think you can do. And know that what you create is worth putting out. Bye-bye, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll be seeing you around. Toodles.